Hey, so what's up, Door-to-Door Mastery fans? This is Paul Shakuri with another Door-to-Door Mastery video. And in this video, we're going to talk about selling big ticket items door-to-door, what you need to know, and so much more. So let's dive on in and get to that video. All right, so I want to first of all thank Marel for answering back, who is subscribed to my Door-to-Door Mastery list. What is my Door-to-Door Mastery list to start? First of all, the link in the description. If you click on it, it'll get you over to my 3 free video series teaching you everything you need to know about knocking on doors from your opener pitch, talking about building value with a customer, how to get their retention, and so much more, then get the job closed. Now, speaking about get the job closed, let's speak about high ticket items. See, he said that he sells roofing door to door, and what he does is he makes about anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000 every single sale. Now, thanks to the videos, I'm not saying that I have anything to do with it, that's straight from his mouth, that he's learned how to become and close as a top salesperson. So we were kind of going back and speaking about this, and I decided I was going to make a video so that I can help you with whatever you're selling to understand the difference if you're going into a more higher ticket sales item, like anywhere from the $250 to $500 to $1,000 to $5,000 to $10,000 selling door to door, the ins and outs of what you should know and what you can do to get more of these deals closed so that obviously you make a high 6-figure income. You see, first of all, if you're doing door-to-door sales, I always train and teach that you should be focused on getting an extremely high 6-figure income doing it so that you can enjoy, love, but also respect what you do. You see, if you're going out there just to pay the bills, I'm telling you, you're not going to last long in the door-to-door sales game. So let's talk about this. Now, when we are selling people with a higher ticket item, I don't care if it's you're selling solar, you're selling home security, you're selling roofing, you're selling a software, whatever it is you're doing, you need to understand when you get into the higher ticket items, it's all about building your brand, building respect, and your pipeline. You're gonna hear me a lot about speaking about this pipeline. If you're wanting to close 20 to 15 to 20 to 30 to 40 big high ticket items, every single month, well, you're going to have to be different than just knock, knock, knock. Hey, would you like my product and services? And by the way, I train and coach a lot of realtors as well from Los Angeles all across the world where people, they say, oh, I knock on doors and that's it. I kind of try to work prospects and I haven't been doing that great with it. Well, what do you have to offer to somebody for the reason as to why they should do business with you? It's not just your products and services, because think about it. I don't care, once again, if you're selling security or you're selling, roofing. How many other companies knocked on their door before? Or how many other companies are there out there that sell roofing, that sell home security, that do solar? People understand and know they have options. So this isn't something that you need to trick them. I'm not teaching you to that special way to trick them, to take them over, to get people to buy. That's not what I'm here to teach and educate you. I'm here to teach you that when you're selling higher ticket items, people need a reason to go with you that's different than your competitors, 1. But 2, you need to stay on top of your leads. You need to stay on top of your prospects. And how do you do that? What do I mean by all this? Well, the majority of people who are going out there with a $2,000 to $5,000 per sale, they get pissed off because they go out there, they knock on the doors, and they don't get a deal today. They go home like, dang it, I feel like I've lost today. When you're selling a high ticket item and you're going out and knocking on doors, you never lose. Every single day is an addition to your pipeline if you're putting the time and effort into building your pipeline. And let's speak a little bit about that to start. Because when I talk to people who are doing real estate sales, or they are also selling solar, or they're selling roofing, or they're doing home security, I ask them, I say, how many doors are you knocking on? And they say, well, Paul, I do a lot of doors. Obviously I get up and down. I don't feel like going out today. Bullshit. You hear me? You have to be an active knocker every single day, going out there and building your pipeline. You got to take it serious. Paul, big question I get asked, and I even have videos on this. When is the best time to knock? My answer to you, when do you think the best time to knock is? And if you're thinking it's between a specific time frame, like, the golden hours of when people home, that all depends on your personality. When you ask me when the perfect time to knock is, the perfect time to knock is every single hour of the day. You need to push yourself to get your ass out of your comfort zone and start pounding on more of these doors. Knock, knock, knock. Are you the owner of the property? Knock, knock, knock. Hi, my name is Paul. I'm actually here at your door, and this is the reason as to why. You start building your pipeline. You start talking to more people, because a part of another video I created is door-to-door sales a numbers game. Well, to start, it is a numbers game. But once you get better, your closing ratio goes down. And when your closing ratio goes down, meaning you only need to talk to 1 in every 5 or 1 in every 10, 1 in every 3 homeowners until you actually get a deal, because you realize every person you speak to that is actually communicating back and forth with you is a potential sale. This is how you start to gain traction. Why do the majority, for you managers out there, you business owners out there, why do people fall off? Why do they say door-to-door sales, there's such a high retention? Look at your office. How many people fell off the face of the earth and they started one day, 1 hour, 5 minutes. They couldn't do it. They called their mommy and said, oh, come mommy, pick me up. And if you're a coward like that, yes, I'll call you that, who knocked on 5 doors thinking you're going to master the art of door-to-door sales and found out within 5 minutes, this is not for you. Listen, you are not a true entrepreneur. Forget it. Hang up your little towel and don't go out there and even think about opening a business, because when times get tough, you will fail at that. Okay, I'm speaking to that person who actually dumped it after 5 minutes of knocking on doors, 10 minutes of knocking on doors. Okay, the reality is this: if you want to close more deals selling door to door, you're going to have to stay on top of your actual leads. You're going to have to stay on top of building your pipeline. And hence, I actually have and also created a door-to-door sales app with now a team of developers, where you'll hear about this soon if you're subscribed to my door-to-door mastery list. And by the way to do that, once again, is in the description on this video in YouTube. You'll be able to get over to there, or doortodoormastery.com. You'll see on the side, you can opt into my list. I'm going to be to bring in some beta users on it. It's going to be called Active Knocker, and this is where you can actually build your pipeline. This is where you can actually put your leads in there, stay on top of them, and make sure you manage the doors you knock on in turf and areas and so much more. If you want to be a part of that beta users, before I actually send it out to the list, you can actually email me, pshack@doortodoormastery.com, or wait till I actually send it out to the list. And don't worry, I'll be doing early bird specials on that and so much more, but you have to stay on top of it. Okay, think about it: $2,000 to $5,000 per sale. Well, you better start building a pipeline. You want to get your deals closed right then and there on the spot, but if you don't get them closed right then and there on the spot, have some sympathy for these people. Think about it. You're collecting possibly within the next, depending on your sale, what you're doing, the next, maybe you're dividing it over 3 years, 5 years. You're looking to collect about $10,000 from the customer on a roofing job, $15,000 more, who knows? For solar, for home security, $1,500 or $2,500 over the term of their agreement. Have a little bit of sympathy for them. Now, I'm not saying don't close it right then and there, because I'm the guy who always teaches and preaches, you got to get it closed right then and there. But every day you go out there, start taking a list of people that you can call back. You don't just knock on the door and they say, oh, okay, cool, my wife's not home, can you call me back? Oh, absolutely, I'll absolutely do that. But let me just, tell you a little bit more while I'm actually over here to see, because, to be quite honest, if what I have to offer you isn't something that you can absolutely fall in love with, I don't even want to take the time out of both your day and mine to waste each other's time. So let me first of all talk to you and ask you about this. Have you ever had any roofing damage? No. Have you ever had solar or know anybody who's had solar? Asking questions. Have you ever, when was the last time you actually thought about or changed? By the way, do you know how long typically here in the state of, or in the province of, that your roof normally lasts? And by the way, I just want to educate you and let me show you. Here's a pamphlet. This is what you have. And based on, get some reputable source. I always tell people who are selling roofing, get some reputable source that everybody knows. Maybe Home Depot did an article on this. Based on them, they basically state here that after 15 years. Now, let me ask you, how long has that been? Not saying you have any leaks or, possibly it can happen. You see, communicate with people. Don't think about selling them. When you focus on selling them, you're focusing on making money. Focus on building such high amounts of value that they're actually like, you know what? That makes a lot of sense. Now, I wonder if I should do business with them. Lastly, you have to give them a darn reason why they're going to do business with you, your company, your brand, and literally, ultimately, at the end of the day, put money in your bank account. Why? Why would they when they could just possibly go with the competitor? And don't always think of it as it's the money. It's not always the money, okay? People sell things for so much more where you can get the exact same through somebody else. And they're making 1,000 times more. Why? What is it out there what's the reason? You got to come up with reasons as to why somebody should do business with you. Okay. And as you keep in contact, and I'm talking no less than 5 times. I'm talking even in the 10 to 12 times. Hey, Jeff, I just want to let you know, I know we spoke last week and we were talking about, I just wanted to check to see, what your wife, oh, okay. Yeah, no worries. I tell you what, the next time it rains, I want to, whatever, stay on top of that cold lead. Okay, because you got to get that cold lead into a little bit warmer. Now, when you're knocking every single door and you're building that pipeline and you're working the proper amount of hours, how big do you want to make your paycheck that month, that week? How big do you want to make it? Knock on more doors, talk to more people, get stronger, build a thicker skin. It's all about that pipeline. It really is. When you're dealing with a higher ticket item, you want to get those deals closed, but keep that pipeline growing and warm up that pipeline. Send them emails, email them away, and make sure you remember closing more deals puts a smile on you and your family's face, and invest that money. Have a game plan, because once you actually have a game plan and know where you're going, you know a direction as to why you're doing what you're doing, you're going to start seeing your sales turning around. Grab my free door-to-door mastery program if you don't already have this. My free door-to-door mastery series of where you can grab that, my first 3 videos. It's in the link in the description over here. You can click on that and automatically, once you go onto that website, you'll see you can enter your name and email address and you will get my 3 free video series showing you your opener pitch, how to build value, and then also closing more sales at those doors, how to get those deals closed. Hey, thank you all. Subscribe here on my YouTube channel to get these videos live, updated in real time. Don't forget to push that notification thing, blah, 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 like all the YouTubers say. It kind of frustrates me when everybody says it, but hey, it works. It gets you guys subscribed. It gets you guys watching these videos. And at the end of the day, that's what it's about. Business is business. Close more deals, selling door to door. I love you all. Comment below. I have more videos to comment on that you guys from the last few days have already commented on. Thank you so much. And I'll see you guys on the next video and in the comment section. Peace. See you later.